That's right there. I told you it goes down right there. How's your video on that?
I may not have a proper snorkel, but I think it's high time the P5 here gets one so that I can play in the deep stuff too. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and extend all my vent lines so that I can go deep without the P5 ending up going 6 feet under. So something a lot of you guys have been wanting me to do and shoot videos on is extending the vent lines of the Pioneer 500. And those vent lines include the front and rear differential and the vent line for the fuel tank. Now from the factory, those are all vented to the frame, but they're not vented very high. So I'm going to break this up over several episodes here to give you guys an in-depth look of how to vent all your lines. Oh, it's a cute little ratchet. Okay, now this guy should be free. Remember a couple videos back I said you always want to make sure to take duct tape and zip ties with you? Because you'd be surprised the amount of things you could fix with those two objects? Well, there's something else you always want to make sure to take with you every time you ride. Good old TP. And it's a good idea to put it in a Ziploc bag too to keep it dry. Otherwise it's not going to do you any good. And for all my guy viewers out there watching this, the women always appreciate it when you have toilet paper on standby for them to use when nature calls. I really don't want this toolbox to go anywhere. Which is probably a good thing, the way I tend to get some air in this guy. Driving with improper tire pressure or overly worn or damaged tires can cause loss of control and result in serious injury or death. Again, it's a good thing I never do anything reckless in this guy. Oh, where did she go? Whew. She looks kind of naked now, doesn't she? You know, why is it guys always refer to their vehicles as she's or women or female? Do women always refer to their machines as a him? Let me know in the comments below if you refer to your machine as a him or a her. Alright, now that we got the stuff off the rack, there's just a matter of 4 bolts per side here we got to take out, and then the whole fender assembly and rack will come out in one piece. There is the wire and plug right here that runs to our brake light. Make sure you remember to unclip that before you go trying to tear this thing off. I'll make sure to pick up some Dialect grease too, and all these fittings like this we're going to fill with the grease to make sure that when we get in the water doesn't get in there and screw anything up. It'll give it a good seal. And these bolts are 12 millimeter too, just in case you're wondering. Now I have a little impact drill. Probably make this go a lot faster. Gives your arms a good workout though, doing it by hand. Winter's coming, which means that dreaded 10 pounds of winter's fat you always put on every year. Seems like though, as you get older, it's easier to put on the winter fat, harder to get it to come off again come next spring and summer. Another thing you don't want to forget before you go to take this fender assembly off is to take out the little push clip that holds your air intake cover on. With those 8 bolts out, the intake loose, and the wire for a brake light off, this guy should just right off, like so. So now that we have that off, I'm going to show you guys here where our differential vent runs. This line right here is it. Now as you can see here, it just runs into a bung here in our frame. So if you get any up in any water higher than this, and the level of this is about the same level. Actually, it's a little lower than what our seat height is. So if you get in the water that's at least seat height deep, then chances are you could get some water in your vent line. That's why it's a good idea to go ahead and extend them. Now, I'm not sure how I want to do the snorkel. I'm probably going to keep it easy. Again, we're going to try to do this as cheaply as we can. And by cheap, I'm not talking about quality of work. I'm talking about dollars we spend. And I'll probably just run a single stack up the one side here. I still want to be able to use my tusk rear cover here and be able to take it on and off during summer and winter. So that might take a little thinking on my part there. But the nice thing is this easily comes up. So I might be able to just kind of run that around the snorkel when that time comes. But we'll see. I have a good idea, but having an idea up here and getting it there, two different things. So we'll see. Now we need to get to where we can get the front differential a little easier. So let's start tearing stuff off so we can see what we got here. I'm not even quite sure where it vents. I think it vents like somewhere up into the dash here. We'll find out soon. Aha! Alright, not too bad. So our front differential comes up and actually runs into this frame member here that runs across. We are tied in right there to it. So again, this is a little higher than the back. It's probably vented into a piece of frame that's probably a third of the way up the back seats there. But still, we want to move this. Let's go ahead and lift the seat off and see if we can't find where the fuel tank vent is run. 1, 2, off she comes. I think my best bet here to do for this is we're going to have to take all these covers off. I'm going to go ahead and take the side cover off, the door off. So to save you guys the monotony of tearing all this stuff down, because you pretty much just have to take all them little push clips out to take these panels off, I'm going to let you go for today. Once I get this tore down though, the next time we work on this project, I'll have a parts list for you for everything we're going to need. So I hope you guys are excited for this project. I'm excited to finally be starting on this, in part of getting this ready for the Honda Pioneer takeover come April. And I hope this is going to be a help to you guys too that are wanting to do this to your own machines. I hope I can give you the confidence and the know-how to tackle this project yourself. So until next time, it doesn't matter what you ride as long as you ride. So keep on riding.